we have yet again another super emergency broadcast. We have major signs of some major moves, and we've already had major moves. There's philosophy. The philosophy of Bitcoin's price action from now to the end of the year is shaping out, and potentially the picture of 2025 is becoming more clear as well. So we have a couple things we got to go over. First off, we have to address a little bit of history. Last week, we were on the Altcoin Daily Show, the #1 YouTube channel in crypto, most viewed. And they are a pretty steady bunch, and words were kind of put in my mouth. I don't want to take too much time on it, but when I was asked what I believe the price of Bitcoin is going to be at the end of the year, I did not give an answer. What I said was, I don't believe we're going to see all-time highs, and I'm leaning bearish. And as far as what the bottom is, he then asked, what's the bottom? I said, I don't know. Could be 50K, 40K, 30K, $5 for all I know. He said, you could be 30K? I said, yeah. He said, is 30K on the table? I said, sure, it's all on the table. And then my Lord, did those comments go wild. 30K, he says it's going to 30K. So the answer was, I don't know. Sometimes I do know the long future of Bitcoin, and sometimes I don't. And I'm pretty aware of those times. We are now getting some beautiful price action. Really, we only care about today in the week in advance. We just care about profits and losses, not about being right and wrong. By the way, forgive me for how raspy my voice is. Had a good old long weekend in Vegas, was pounding down whiskey and pounding down blackjack. So a couple of major confirmations have happened. The first one is on the daily of Bitcoin. I've marked a couple spots here. Right here. This market Cipher B action right here. We saw on the daily that it was potentially clipping. People were a little worried. And then it flattened out and came up. Instead, the last time this happened on the daily was in February of this year. So what we're going to do is circle this. And if you look at the chart yourself, if you compare the two, there is major confluence. The VWAP oscillation, serrated and coming up. Then it goes up and then boop, boop, back down right here. And then we go to the right. Serrated VWAP coming up, boop, comes up, comes down. That's the first thing. The second, look at the momentum wave. The momentum wave is a singular downward triangle, hitches in the middle, goes back straight, comes back up, right? So this triangle, what do we see? Same thing. Almost the exact same size. Triangle comes down, hitches in the middle, comes back down, right back up. A singular momentum dip. The RSIs, while they are green currently, and this one was red, they are pretty much the same shape. Up, down, up, and also still close together. And then, of course, we have the momentum wave coming up to the top. As far as money flow, they are both hovering, the zero line. Not super similar, obviously, but super similar in multiple fashions. So that's the first thing. There's two key levels of price resistance that we need to get through. The first one, breaking through this resistance right here, this 65K. And if we do that, if we're able to create higher high, we're talking some potential pattern playing out. And that pattern is simply come into this, we come in here, boom, 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 and break out. If it rejects down a little bit and then breaks out, this is the pattern all the bulls have been kind of waiting for and expecting. And we've just kind of been like, okay, how long is it gonna, how much time is it gonna spend here? It could spend a lot, right? And so this is totally on the table for the breakout. I want to show you guys something. This is a picture of the halving cycles. Okay, the first cycle way up, boom, pop. The first cycle price came up a little bit sideways, went up. The next one was a little sideways. This one's coming down a little bit, but we are right at that point where we can start to see upward movement. And it doesn't have to happen immediately. Like right here, price actually came down in cycle when the halving one, the first halving. But that was pretty, that was a long time ago, 2013. Potentially, we could go sideways down and play around until early 2025, or we can just go on and get. This is a super interesting chart, super interesting with the halving cycle. The last 5-6 videos, everyone's been getting my trades for free. We had the Jesus take the wheel pattern, took off to the downside. We had a Jesus or Muhammad take the wheel pattern, took off to the upside. Little sideways, but work. As of now, this could be a stretch. I could be stretching it, but we have a Hindu take the wheel. There's not much of a head here, but everyone's calling for a Hindu take the wheel pattern. Come down, come on up, please. Now, between you and me, if you go to my Twitter, you will see that after we took the 200K profit, I entered another long and was up 100,000, and it was off of the hourly VWAP oscillation. Right now is murdering it. Outwardly curved VWAP came up, boom, X marks the spot. This is a leading indicator. Beautiful. Not this candle. It was this candle. As soon as it crosses, boom, X marks the spot. Boom. Longed it. Bang. Nailed it for 100K. I ignored the indications of it coming back down. And I'm also half an entertainer. I'm half trader, half entertainer when it comes to streaming. And so, well, you could just go to the Twitter and look at the meme itself. But I went down with the ship. And now I'm flopping, groping in and out. I'm flopping and groping in and out of long. But I'd rather flop and grope and pay 8,000 in a fee and then another 10,000 in the fee to get that 300K win than potentially holding a big loss there. So what's going on right now? We're going into Friday. It's Friday on the 25 minute. We have momentum clipping, slightly inward VWAP oscillation, slightly inward. Money flow is coming down a little bit. There is maybe a little room. Even if we go up to 64K, from this price action, this is, a 1% move. With leverage, you can make something work with that. The 20 minute, a little more rounded, looking for this money flow to curve on up. We are looking for this money flow to start curving on up, momentum to continue up. Momentum has been heavy to the upside. We're just looking, and look at this. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's like we could be repeating the same thing. Look at this. Look, money flow came down, a 1, a 2 on momentum, a 1, a 2 on momentum, money flow red, boom, 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 boom. Here we go. 1, 2 on momentum, money flow came down. Go on, curve that. Yeah, come on, baby. Come on and break on up. That's what I am looking for, and I'm in the damn long. I'm in the long. There it is. Listen, I will flop and grope in and out of this trade as much as I have to. I don't care. If it means getting a big one and having some good YouTube content, I will flop and grope. Okay, nothing else really to see here. We are in a fight. We are getting cross action, tough acting, and acting on multiple time frames. 4 hour looking like the 4 hour money flow is thick. Momentum is high. We are against resistance. The heat map, the 24 hour, we are right in between. We are in the Chinese time at the recording of this video. We still have 3-4 more hours till it's showtime. On the weekly heat map, again, we're smack dab in the middle. We are endothermic. It's kind of on both sides. We have it on both sides. Okay, really until we zoom out to the 3 month, even the 3 month, the heat map is kind of neutral, guys. The heat map is kind of 50-50. There's heat on the upside and the downside. On the monthly, it looks like there's a little more heat to the upside. On pretty much all the others, it's 50-50. So we kind of have the heat map, but it makes sense because since we are at such a crucial level, there's people short in this top and there's people long in this top. So it's 50-50. It's 50-50. But man, when this pattern has a breakout to the upside, it typically revisits the middle, which we basically have done. This would be a valid place for it to lift off. I'm not saying it's going to. Boy, am I hoping it to. But again, it can come back down and lift off instead of coming all the way down and then coming all the way up. Typically, when we break in and go bump, 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 It'll hit the middle and then take off way more times than not. Market, Cipher, merch.com. We now have 2 of the brand new custom shirts, and international shipping is here. International shipping. If you have any problems, there is a support email on this page, separate from the Market Cipher email. There's a support email on this page. It goes directly to distributor. This is what's in style. A small 3/4 inch Market Cipher logo. It's not try hard. You can wear it anywhere, and I do believe this price includes shipping within the United States. And then if you need to choose international shipping, it might still be included in the price, actually. I need to order one myself. So this price, I'm pretty sure it actually includes the shipping no matter where you are. Mugs are still available as well. So many of you have taken advantage of the 35% off on Market Cipher. Code DIDDY, DIDDY, for 35% off. It ends Sunday night. Boy, if you want to trade like one of the big boys, like one of the big ones, we have been killing it. Shout out to the Market Cipher Discord. You guys have all been respectful of each other, and we've been having a good time. I gotta say, this has been me. This is totally the meme that describes me in my recent trades. It's like, that 100K, it's not enough. I'm spoiled. Oh, instead of 0. And you know what? This is what just happened to me on this last trade. Crucial times. Cut the Fed, cut the rates. Hopefully the price keeps pumping, but it may not. That we probably don't break all-time highs this year. And I don't really care what I believe and what I think, because I'm only really knowing and caring about the week ahead. It's about profits and losses. Profits and losses.